Now I'd like to present the Walk We Share. I'd like to introduce a Walk to Remember's Board of Directors. Please help me welcome Brandy Bradley, Courtney Fay, Eva Holcomb, Amy Legowski, Stacy Merkel, Shirley Peak, Leisha Reel, and Debbie Witten. Thanks for all of their help and their work.
The rock, the stoic one, the one who is always there to pick up the pieces, the fixer, the bury the body kind of friend. Yep, that was me 4 years ago. 4 years ago before I heard those devastating words, "There are no heartbeats, your twins have died."
Almost 6 years ago, when having removed life support, we held our son in our arms as he took his last breaths. Baby Einstein music in the background, 35 minutes, and then the doctor said he was gone. 1 mile away, his twin brother slept in a different NICU. One dead, one alive.
4.5 years ago, I was 4 short weeks from holding my babies when I heard the words, "Your daughter has no heartbeat."
17 years ago, we never imagined we would hear the doctor say at 23.5 weeks, "I'm sorry, we can't stop your labor." He said it twice. They couldn't save either Alexandra or Evan.
4 years ago, when a doctor looked at us and said, "I'm so sorry, there's nothing more we can do. If he's born alive, we do not resuscitate babies born before 24 weeks.
25 years ago, as a young, naive 16-year-old military wife, I held my daughter for the last 3 hours of her life. Our hospital is not equipped with tubes small enough to save your daughter.
10 years ago, those first words, "When was the last time someone heard a heartbeat?" followed by, "I'm so sorry, but you need to hear this. Your baby doesn't have a heartbeat anymore."
17 months ago, when I arrived at the hospital, full term and in labor, I'm so sorry, there is no heartbeat. She has no heartbeat.
5 years ago, Twin A is diagnosed with congenital heart disease. How long do we have with him? We make it 7 days and he's gone. Our family sits together, holding both twins, saying goodbye to one and blessing the survivor.
9 days. That's all my baby A needed to reach that magical threshold that is the difference between life and death. I hate those 9 days. They take not only our son, but my hope, my joy, and all my perspective on life. You see, I was the dependable one, the friend you can go to if you need someone to see both sides of an issue and help you figure out a solution. But now I can barely see a reason to get out of bed in the morning, let alone want to help
I
anyone
want everyone
out.
to laugh and have a good time. I'm the life of the party, the spunky, carefree girl, the jokester. I never worry about the unexpected. I live to be spontaneous. Now I'm the girl who worries about everything. I am dumbfounded, cheated, my faith challenged, and I wonder how I will ever survive another day.
I feel so numb, though I'm not really feeling it all. And then comes the roller coaster. Extreme sorrow that our son has died. Extreme joy that his twin brother is alive. Extreme anger that after trying 7 years to become pregnant, that we were not bringing home 2 beautiful boys. Extreme bitterness at the death of me and who I used to be. So I just go numb.
How else can I handle coming home to an empty nursery or deal with my milk coming in but no babies to feed and nurture? How else can I plan a funeral, design a gravestone, and bury
My twins. I should be holding them in my arms. Now the what-ifs have buried me in guilt.
Sets in, and I truly feel alone in my journey. I cannot make any decisions. I am so numb and scared. I am questioning myself. Did I do something wrong to cause my daughter's early delivery? Did I?
Feel her move the week before my ultrasound? Should I have stopped working, eaten differently, stressed less? Would she still be alive? January 9th, 2007 is the worst day of my life. I am so naive.
People have babies all the time. I'm 34 weeks. Babies don't die when you're this far along. I've never heard of this happening to anyone else. It's Christmas Eve. How can this be happening? Where do I go from here? More importantly, how?
What did I do wrong? Just one more week. If we had one more week, we could have the surgery to give them a chance. Why was that taken from us? I did everything they told me to do, read every book, listened to all the advice. Pregnancies aren't supposed to end this early. People have twins all the time, and they're just fine.
I can't understand how the world keeps going on around me. The flowers are blooming, the birds are singing, and I just want it to stop because I can't stand for anything around me to be happy. I am dreading the upcoming Mother's Day holiday.
I not only have to grieve the loss of my daughter, but also the loss of myself. I am angry at the unfairness of it all. I want my heart to feel whole again and my life to feel normal again. And then I realize I will always have a piece of my heart missing and I need a new normal.
It's been 4 weeks. I should do something besides sleep until noon, walk the dog for what seems like miles, and stay up until 1 in the morning because I'm afraid I'll cry again.
It's all about Connor, my survivor, who battles 12 weeks with me on the high-risk maternity floor at Presbyterian St. Luke's. A beautiful boy who will never know his twin brother.
Connor brings joy to our lives in a way we never thought possible. I want for that joy alone to bring back the woman I was before, but it doesn't. I crave that person, miss her, grieve her like I do the boy who was only mine to hold for a moment.
Every day I have to try and pull myself together for my 3-year-old and twin survivor. They need their mom. Every day has a bittersweet taste. Some days are bitter, more bitter than others.
My life is focused around getting out of bed, struggling for air, and trying to survive for my survivor, Cole. My little boy, my first child, the one who helps me overcome the horrible diagnosis of infertility and the death of his twin sister. Cole and Jay become my reason to live.
My husband is my rock. All it takes is a look between us to know that it's just one of those days. One moment caring for a baby, and the next moment crying for a baby who isn't here. I live on the internet, trying to understand my new life, desperately searching for others that know what I'm going through. And when I find them, they are my sanity. I have already found my soulmate in love, and now on this path, I have found my soulmates in grief.
5 weeks now. I need to get myself into a routine again, to become human again. It's time to go back to work. 6 weeks. Doctor says my body has healed completely and it's okay to resume normal activities. What's normal now? Nothing is as it was. 7 weeks. First day of work. Breathe. I can do this.
I need to find a way to be Ian's mommy. I need Connor to know that I love his brother as much as I love him. I meet families like ours, raising a surviving twin, and I don't feel so alone surrounded by moms like me, raising one twin and grieving the other. And those amazing friends lead me from the dark. They lead me here.
My path leads me to a walk to remember, to walk with you. Each and every day, I am overcome by both happiness and grief at each of Bowen's milestones and accomplishments, knowing that Jack should be there right along with him. As Bowen grows up without his twin brother, I'm driven to remember Jack and to honor my twin sons in every way I can. I am eternally grateful for those who take me under their wing when I need support, and I hope that I can give support to others. No one should go through this alone.
My friend brings me flowers and a card on Mother's Day and reminds me that I have the right to call myself a mother, even if my babies are not with me here on earth. This is a turning point in my healing. It gives me the strength to engage in life again.
In 4 years, I've grown stronger in a way I never knew existed. I have become a rock again, but for a different purpose. I'm not the one you want to run to with your everyday drama anymore, but I'm here for the big stuff, the stuff that really matters. I'm here for you for the day you hear those words. I will catch you and tell you I'm sorry you're feeling this pain that I know all too well. I will walk with you on this journey because I lived through it and emerged the other side in one piece, not a whole piece, but not as shattered as I was in 2007.
4.5 years later, I still have really good days and some really bad days. I miss what my twins would be like together, the milestones they would have reached together. I cringe when people ask me if I'm going to have another baby and try for a girl. Sometimes I tell them my story, and other times I just keep it to myself. In 4.5 years, I have learned so much more about myself. I know that I can overcome adversity and come out a stronger, better person.
Now, nearly 10 years later, I'm that crazy neurotic mother who shows no fear to my subsequent children. No fear, because I've faced one of my greatest fears, and I've overcome.
9 more days, and it would have been different. I used to hate those 9 days. I don't anymore. Who knows what could have happened? I could have both of my boys with me. I could have lost them both. I could have allowed the grief to take my life from me.
I am a different person today than I was 17 years ago. I respect that I am not in control. I'm more careful. When I think about my twins, it's bittersweet. The longing for my babies will always be there. That's the bitter. But I believe I will again be reunited with them, and that is the sweet. It is what inspires me to be a better person, to make sure I have earned the right to be with them someday.
Some of my best friends have come from my journey of grief. They exist in the women who stand here with me today. They understand the unsaid and get my up days and down days. I can tell you that I wouldn't be here without them. I still wonder what my life would be like with two 4-year-olds running amok. What would my life be like if I was offered the other path instead of being forced down this one?
Over the past 6 years, I have walked a path I hadn't planned on taking. The road has been bumpy and muddy and filled with many pitfalls. And the longer I walk, the more beautiful the path becomes. It is a path of acceptance. Not that I will ever be okay with the fact that my son died, but I have come to accept my life as it is today. I am stronger, I have more empathy, I have been able to bring meaning to my life through a walk to remember and to others who are on this path. I have made lifelong friends that I may not have met otherwise. My marriage is stronger, I do not take my children for granted. I have lived through one of the worst events imaginable, and I have come out the other side a better person. I have learned not to carry my son on my shoulders, but in my heart.
Emerson is not here, but every day she teaches me to be a more compassionate and loving wife, mother to 3 amazing little boys, and friend. My faith is restored, and I know I will get to hold her again. I thank God every day for what I have learned because it has allowed me to meet other families who have suffered infant loss. I have made friends that will be by my side for the rest of my life, who understand this unique journey that I am on, and I have Emerson to thank for that. I am part of an amazing group of people who have faced one of the worst tragedies possible and have persevered.
I am more confident and willing to share my stories, knowing that this not only helps other families, but continues to help our family heal. With each healing step we take, this journey has helped me to be a stronger and more compassionate mom, wife, sister, grandparent, and friend.
What I have is one amazing, brilliant little boy who brings me joy every day. I also had another little boy whose very brief life taught me about strength and showed me the true power of a mother's love. Every time I speak with doctors and nurses about their bereavement care, or with one of you about the child you lost, I am reminded of the 38 minutes I had with Ian in my arms, and for a moment, I am holding him again.
The old saying goes something like this: time heals all wounds, but that's not true when you've lost a baby. Time does not heal a broken heart, a heart that has a missing piece, a gaping hole. Time teaches us to live with that hole in our heart. I have survived the worst. I know I can do anything, and
I will go on.